Hi Ben, how are you?
Hey George, what's up?
You look troubled. Ben, what happened?
I am in big trouble, George. I'm in big trouble.
Oh my, what is it Ben? Please talk to me.
You know I was able to raise the money I was looking for, remember?
Of course I remember.
So I started the business like 20 days ago.
Okay, but that's not a problem.
Yes, I know. The problem is that sales are not coming. Not even one. But everyone else around here is busy selling.
Okay Ben, you need to calm down. Just calm down. I understand how worrisome it is. But still, you must stay hopeful. Sales will come at the right time.
George, you know I don't believe in that game of chance. You know me.
I know you, Ben, but what else can I say? I believe there is something you can do to fix it, and it will come to you soon. But hey, don't look so sad. Give me that infectious smile of yours.
Are you having a hard time in business due to poor sales? Maybe yours is a case of absolute lack of sales, threatening an imminent shutdown of your business. Cheer up, friend, help has come.
My name is Fiona Phillip, and I am your presenter for today's class. The subject of today's class is acquire 1,000 new customers or clients in 24 hours. It promises to be an eye-opener as usual. So, the experiment in Lesson 2 worked out for you. And you were able to raise the capital you needed. Right? Well, congratulations. You are now in a new business. An unfamiliar terrain. What are you going to do to get good patronage? That question is what this lesson attempts to answer. The lesson is for anyone who has just launched a startup and is now struggling to make sales. This lesson will also be of great benefit to business owners who have been unable to hit significant amount of sales for a long time. Today's lesson is coming to you from Weekly Achievers AI class, and it is free of all charges. Just enjoy! Welcome to Weekly Achievers AI class. Please listen carefully. This lesson contains life-changing exercises which are short and easy. You are advised to participate and share your experience in the comment area. That will help class administrators to know if you need special help. So, you finally got your business started. But what makes you think anyone will patronize you? Anyway, it is popularly said that life is in phases. And on that note, I welcome you to a new phase of life, where your biggest struggle is no longer how to raise startup capital, but rather, how to get your first 1,000 patrons in record time. That is where you are now. Welcome aboard! Weekly Achievers AI class is a YouTube channel where skills and common sense are taught to every learner in the hope to spread prosperity to all. If you're here because a friend or colleague requested an invite for you, we're glad you came. If you are here by yourself, thanks for stopping by. At the end of this lesson, if you find it useful, please be generous enough to request or recommend an invitation for someone in your circle who might find it equally useful. Now, let's get started. The information you are about to receive is a revelation kept secret for many years. Pay attention and participate in the exercise that follows this lesson. The result you will achieve will explain to you the reason why this information has been kept secret for years. In the course of this lesson, please do not be interrupted or distracted by anything around you and do not interrupt this lesson. Happy learning and good luck.
Weekly Achievers AI Class, Lesson 3. Acquire 1,000 new customers or clients in 24 hours. The lesson now begins.
Numbers are powerful, and most systems in the world run on the basis of numbers. So you get to hear phrases like, my 100 days in office, the 4 winds, the 7 colors of the rainbow, 7 days of creation, 365 days of the year, 24 hours of the day, 60 seconds, 60 minutes, 30% commission, 12 kilometers, 30 milligram, 14 degrees Celsius, 1,000 years or a millennium, 100 years or a century, 10 years or a decade, 3 hectares of land, 6 feet beneath the Earth's surface, $1 or $100, 10th birthday, 50th birthday, and so on. It's all numbers. Numbers have a way of motivating or prospering people, and can as well bring real fear or total destruction to people. We live in a world controlled by a giant called time. When I say time, I actually mean numbers, because that is what it comes down to. Time is all about numbers. So this giant, called time, decides when a creature is introduced into this planet. But it does not stop there. It goes on to control how long those creatures live. The very life you live is all about numbers. And when those numbers are up against you, oh boy, tough experiences are inevitable. My grandmother once told me that certain things are true, whether or not I believe in them. At the time, I did not believe her. But as I grew older, I finally leaned towards her line of thoughts that certain things are true, whether or not I believe in them. Believe it or not, you have been given a certain number of breath count. When you breathe in and breathe out, you are irreversibly operating a countdown from whatever number you were given at birth to a figure called 0. And when you hit that figure, that is when people will gather and say things like, "Rest in peace, dearly departed." So, you see? Life is a game of numbers. If you are in doubt, just break down years into months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, and seconds, and you'll end up with numbers. Therefore, it is an exciting thing for me at Weekly Achievers AI class to find a way to play the numbers game, especially in sales, and to play it profitably. It is going to be an adventure, I promise you. But let's move on. Arguably, there are numbers that are very significant, both in their interpretation and in history. Numbers like 3, 4, 6, 7, 12, 21, 24, 40, 70, 80, 144, and 1000 are some of the key numbers with deep interpretations, predictions, and historical significance. With no intention to sound superstitious, and other things being equal, it is a known fact that any startup that has amassed up to 1,000 patrons within a short period of time stands a higher chance of succeeding and becoming stable enough to withstand unforeseen circumstances in business. 1,000 patrons in record time is an impressive figure that would therefore signify stability in business. With that being said, how then do you navigate your sales to such number in record time? That's the big question. There are popular ideas being pushed by many around this subject. You may have come across those ideas. However, it has to be said that in Weekly Achievers AI class, we always make use of out-of-the-box strategies to achieve widespread success, which this class epitomizes. This does not in any way mean that I am talking down on those ideas, which may have worked for a few persons. When this lesson returns, I will be taking you through the most hidden strategy to acquire 1,000 patrons. And with ease, as if it was all a fun game. So, keep your fingers crossed. Don't blink. And don't move a muscle.
Hi Ben, how are you?
Hey George, what's up?
You look troubled. Ben, what happened?
I am in big trouble, George. I'm in big trouble.
Oh my. What is it, Ben? Please talk to me.
You know I was able to raise the money I was looking for, remember?
Of course I remember.
So I started the business like 20 days ago.
Okay, but that's not a problem.
Yes, I know. The problem is that sales are not coming. Not even one. But everyone else around here is busy selling.
Okay, Ben, you need to calm down. Just calm down. I understand how worrisome it is. But still, you must stay hopeful. Sales will come at the right time.
George, you know I don't believe in that game of chance. You know me.
I know you, Ben, but what else can I say? I believe there is something you can do to fix it, and it will come to you soon. But hey, don't look so sad. Give me that infectious smile of yours.
Are you having a hard time in business due to poor sales? Maybe yours is a case of absolute lack of sales, threatening an imminent shutdown of your business. Cheer up, friend, help has come.
You are welcome back. In just seconds, you will have in your custody the unusual key to acquiring 1,000 service subscribers or product consumers with ease. The key in itself is a number of strategies or steps you are to take in order to achieve the set goal. Once the key has been handed over to you, please swing into action almost immediately. Do not procrastinate. Try as much as you can to make hay while the sun shines. Carefully carry out the following exercise and be entertained by the amazing results it brings. Don't forget to send in your testimonial by email and share your experience with other members of this class in the comment area. It has to be said that there are products and services that the market just doesn't want. And no matter how good your sales campaign is, you will fail to achieve your sales goal using such product or service. So here are the steps to take in this experiment in order to win over 1,000 new patrons. Step 1. Take a second look at your product or service and find out if it is actually in high demand. If it turns out to be a product or service in demand, then you are good to go. Step 2. In step 2, you are to intentionally make a determination to acquire a minimum of 1,000 new patrons. Step 3. Review the price of your product or service for a turnover profit. This means that if the price was relatively high, you have to scale it down in such a way that if the product receives 1,000 patronage, you will still make good profit. Step 4. Turn your product into a 100% risk-free offer by adding a money-back guarantee. It will give people a feeling that they have nothing to lose if they are disappointed with the product or service. The good thing about this strategy is that it is clearly a risk reversal instrument. Step 5. Develop an irresistible offer. An irresistible offer is a product or service package whose value is much higher than what your customer or client bargained for. It does not matter whether your business specializes in service delivery, selling of products, or both. In this numbers game, a well-developed irresistible offer is a goose that lays the golden eggs. Step 6. With your irresistible offer well packaged, the next thing to do is identify a nagging problem in your immediate or widening community and create an emotional advocacy campaign around it for charity. Find a suitable charity campaign to go with your proposed sales campaign. It makes people feel like they are part of a group for a good cause. Understand that the need for social connection is universal. Therefore, offer people the opportunity to form such bonds using your campaign. The psychology behind this is that being part of an advocacy group, passively or actively, has a way of influencing people's concept of being relevant. It is a powerful tool in feeling connected. Philanthropy gives people a great sense of fulfillment of purpose. So, find a good cause to pursue for charity and join it with your sales campaign. To give you an idea, examples of charitable causes are A. Help children living with cancer. B. War against obesity. C. Dangers of drug addiction. D. Sports development for inclusive communities. The list is endless. But if you still feel like you have no clue on how to go about it, then just ask Google. Step 7. Turn your proposed advocacy and sales campaign into an event and fix a date to implement it. Step 8. Talk to business owners and organizations for sponsorship. In exchange for advertisement of their businesses to your target audience at your event. Before I introduce the next step, let me say here that, in this experiment, your shop or office can serve as the event venue, and you can choose to make it an online-only event. Step 9. Create a campaign template. Develop your campaign strategically to trigger urgency with a clear call to action. Let the strategy amplify your advocacy campaign above your sales campaign. Assuming the selected charitable cause was Help Children Living with Cancer, and the name of your company is ABCDE. Here is a basic template to improve upon. Help children living with cancer. 250 children die daily due to cancer. At ABCDE Company, we will dedicate sales of blah blah product on blah blah date to children living with cancer. Join us and take a stand today, showing kindness to children living with cancer. For a donation of any amount, you can enjoy a whopping 30% discount on our blah blah product. The product regular price is $120. But for blah blah date only, we are offering a whopping 30% discount. The first 1,000 donors get to buy the product at $84 instead of $120, and equally receive blah blah product and blah blah product for free. Our product comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Please ensure that your advocacy campaign and sales campaign combo trigger a sense of urgency and exclusivity with a clear call to action. Make sure you keep to the promise you made in your campaign, and be transparent in letting donors and the public know that you have kept your promise. Step 10. In this step, all you have to do is pull the trigger. With your irresistible offer well packaged, your next task is to pull the trigger and shoot on target. This requires that you get your sales campaign running. Period. Release the campaign a few days to the set day. Have it printed as handbills and distribute to persons perceived to have purchasing power, particularly if your office or shop does not have online presence. Be sure to collect phone numbers of persons who received the handbill. Share the campaign through short messaging service, electronic mail, and mobile messaging service as well. The idea is to meet your prospects where they are, physically, electronically, and psychologically. Carry out reminders and follow-up calls on those whose phone numbers you have. Step 11. This is the final step, meant to be taken on the day you fixed to trigger 1,000 sales. You are to kick off your sales as publicized. And as the sales trickle in, be available to respond to every sale or feedback on all channels. If your schedule is too tight, hire someone to do it for you. Offer a same-day complimentary call to every patron. Customers' post-purchase experience is very important. Manage returns and exchanges of faulty products effectively. That way, you will turn customers into advocates, while offering exclusive discounts on repeat purchases. Take this exercise seriously. Weaponize your discount. And have fun watching the countdown to your new 1,000 patrons as it unfolds before your very eyes. If you have enjoyed this lesson, recommend an invite to someone you care about. And please subscribe to this channel so that you will be notified on subsequent classes. Thank you for participating in this class. This is wishing you peaceful prosperity and a happy life.